All right. Yep, I did it again. Yeah, it's a Taylor Hall number 4, but with tax it was $37. With tax, because of my discount, it was $37. I have to admit, it's a very well put together jersey. The biggest difference, and people ask me about jerseys, the biggest difference between today's jersey and the jersey 20, 25 years ago is each color is a different piece of fabric. Now, I never had colors run in my old jerseys, but each color being a different piece of fabric is it definitely makes it a more quality garment than it was before. Now, in terms of today's news, and there is news. Okay, Toronto's already up 1-0 on Carolina. I am way behind. I apologize to you guys now. Cable will be here on the 1st. I will be here to make sure that it comes through and everything's fine. And until then, I will have to watch games on my phone. And only the games that are available via the Sportsnet that is available in my area. So not every game. Good to see that Toronto's jumped out to an early lead on Carolina. They're playing very well. Boston and St. Louis, both teams are playing relatively well lately, actually. Well, Boston's got Tuukka Rask. Montreal at home to Ottawa, man. Florida's at home to Philly. I'm looking at these games. I'm like, I want my hockey, but it is what it is. And then the Islanders, who are in a losing streak, have the fun of going to Anaheim, which means they'll probably win. I don't know. Anaheim hasn't been great either. If you factor in loser points, they're actually 9-10. So 9-7-3 becomes 9-10 if you knock off the loser points. I like knocking off the loser points because it shows you how a team is really playing, um, and not this false 500 that exists in today's NHL. Tonight is San Jose. I've been informed by Yvonne I do not have time to do the San Jose video. That I must do just my standard, hi guys, how's it going? We've reached 1429 at my last count in terms of subscribers. Things are going well. It certainly seems like the new camera, the new surroundings, it's definitely helping my sub count. Vegas is revealing their name at 5:30. Will I do a live reaction? People have asked me that. No, because I'm not a I'm not a big fan of whatever name they come up with. Apparently, it's between Desert Knights, Silver Knights, and Golden Knights. I'm not a fan of any of those names. I think Vegas is going with some really lame ideas here. It's the owner's choice. It really is. But in terms of who I'd rather see them name the Aces. I know they want to stay away from gambling references, and I know Gary Bettman's very, I don't want to see gambling. Um, I'm sure there'd be a lot of head shaking going on when he talked, because he talks the whole time. His head won't stay still. He's a frickin' human, frickin' bobblehead. But, oh, hey, here we go. Here's what I'm talking about. Brent Burns. He was a big free agent coming up, and he just came off the market for an 8-year, $64 million deal with San Jose. The average annual value, that works to San Jose's advantage. I mean, the way Burns has played, both as a forward and as a defenseman, lights out. $8 million a year is a good deal. So in order to get him down to, a relatively good cap hit, you have to give him the extra years. This is just how it works. So yeah, that's fun. Oh, wait. Are you serious? They're doing a fake. Oh, okay. So Craig Button on TSN apparently did an expansion draft of his own. Let's see who he picked. Goaltending's Marc-Andre Fleury and Eddie Lack. Don't I don't want... No, I don't want that. No, shut up. I hate auto roll videos. Websites that do that, I hate them, and TSN does it all the time. So Fleury, Eddie Lax, the backup. On the blue line, hey, he picked Davidson. Davidson out of Edmonton. I picked that one as well. Jonas Brodin out of Minnesota. I can't see Brodin being available, but it's possible. Petrovic out of Florida. Orlov out of Washington. Zbiza out of Vancouver. Vancouver would do backflips that they could get out of Zbiza's deal. And Klein out of New York, the Rangers. Up front, he has Dzingel out of Ottawa. Perreault out of Winnipeg, and Silverberg out of Anaheim. Is Silverberg really going to be available? Second line, Matt Nieto out of San Jose, Calle Jarnkrok out of Nashville, Matt Reed out of Philadelphia. Third line, he has Lance Boma out of Calgary, Mikhail Grigorenko out of Colorado, Anthony Mantha out of Detroit. Fourth line, Devontae Smith-Pelly out of New Jersey, Jacob Larson out of Buffalo, and Ryan Reeves out of St. Louis. And then he fills out Vegas with Jonas Korpisalo out of Columbus, Derek Forbort out of LA. I know it's Forbort. I like to say Forbort. Nikita Nesterov out of Tampa, Colin Miller out of Boston, Patrick Nemeth out of Dallas, Ryan Pulock out of the island. I can't see him being available. Luke Schenn out of Phoenix, Trevor Van Riemsdyk out of Chicago, and then up front, Jacob Delarose out of Montreal and Kirby Reichel out of Toronto. He's insane. He's insane. Craig Button is insane. Yeah, he's insane. Yeah, he's insane. But again, it's early, and we like to have fun with this idea. I mean, I know I did my own expansion draft on General Fanager, which is now kaputz, but I did my own expansion draft, and it was fun. I think Vegas is going to have a good team. I think what Craig Button showed there is what they'd get right now, but I don't think all those guys are going to be available come June. That's why it's really hard to speculate, because there's so many moves that have yet to be made. So until those moves are made, we can't say, okay, well, you're going to draft this guy out of this city and this guy out of this city. And like I said, some of those guys he's got, I'm like, they're either going to be protected or they're going to be traded. There's no way a team's going to lose those guys for nothing. It's just not going to happen. And to Oilers and Flames fans, I'm intentionally doing this. This is intentional. The hockey guy is nothing if not middle of the pack. I am unbiased in Alberta right now. I genuinely am pulling for Calgary to do a turnaround. The game in Buffalo didn't inspire me. Edmonton, I think, is the real deal. I do. I know that 5-game losing streak, but I still think Edmonton's the real deal. So we'll see. It's still early, but the quarter point, the Oilers look good. They are first in their division for a reason, and I guess we'll see if they can keep it up. But anyways, I just wanted to touch base, and I see, an expansion draft. I'm like, ooh, hey, yay, fun. Things in the new abode are going well. Noah seems to be adjusting very well. Wait, when did she do that? When did she do that? I have the greatest girlfriend in the world. I didn't ask her to do that. And the color matches the wall. Willie Bow. Come here. Come here. I need to ask you a question. Come up here. Come on. Come here. When did she do that? Hey, when did she do that, Kenny? When did she put that up? You tell me now. Tell me now. Tell me now. Tomorrow should be fun. I'm bringing my cats Shadow and Bear into this situation, so we'll see how she likes Bear and Shadow. She won't. And Bear and Shadow are going to freak on the way over here. So, anyways, she's a good cat. She gets a little slappy. See that look? That's the I'm going to slap you look, because I had the nerve to pick her up. How dare I? Who am I to pick her up? Anyhow, very excited. The changes that are going on are positive ones. My son has already found a Smash Brothers tournament within 3 blocks of here, which they meet and they do, I guess, tournaments, and you pay in. It's like $3 pay in, and the top 6 finishers get money. So he is just over the moon with the idea of that. He's played video games by himself in his room, and he's played video games with his friends, whom I'm not a huge fan of, but now this is a chance for something new and different. So the channel's new and different. The jerseys are still getting to be new and different. Again, I got this off lids.ca. It is still available. Taylor Hall. You can get it in blue, you can get it in white, and you can get it in orange. You can get all 3 colors, and you can get it for about $100 for 3 Oilers jerseys. You just have to deal with the fact that it's number 4 and it's Taylor Hall. That's it. And I don't have a problem with that, because for $37 with tax, and now that price is not going to be in effect unless you have a Lids card. If you have a Lids membership card, which is I think $12 a year, somewhere on there, it's like $8 or $12 a year, and it is more than paid for itself. So there you go. There's my Lids advertisement. I can't crow enough about how quickly I'm getting packages from them now, and in general, the staff is very friendly with me. And even the girl that I had some videos early on about how things were weird, things between her and I seem to be much friendlier now. She's actually quite friendly to me, because now I'm going to be dealing with the Lids in Abbotsford. I'm not going to be getting the Lids, getting stuff delivered to the Lids in Chilliwack. It's going to be in Abbotsford. So anyways, I am very grateful to you guys for sticking with me, and to any new subscribers. The history videos I'm doing are fantastic. The one I did yesterday, the St. Louis one, is probably the video where I wore this jersey yesterday. I think that is my proudest history one I've done. And anyways, it's just weird because it doesn't have the views, but it's okay. It's fine. These videos will stay up forever, and historically, they'll have their place. I think part of what I try to do with my channel now is to have these current videos, and also have the ones that somebody can come in 6 months, a year, 2 years from now and look at and say, hey, things have changed, or things are the same, or hey, he was smart, or hey, he was a moron. It doesn't matter. Regardless of the opinion, it's important to me that that just things have changed, and I want you guys to understand that even though I'm posting later than I used to, it's not that I'm not dedicated to the channel. Today I had to go back to my apartment. I had to do some shopping. We got to get some groceries for this huge family we got now. I had to pick up a bunch more stuff. My son and I basically have everything here, minus I think we need a dresser, and I'm getting my TV and my electronics. Now that everything else is here, now I'm like, all right, let's bring my big guns and of course my cats. And then I'm settled. And I've done all of that before even contacting my landlord to say, by the way, I'm leaving. So this is going to be a very great moment when I can say, hey, by the way, bye. So over the next 5-6 weeks, these videos will be mostly to the point. This video is a little longer than intended, but these things happen. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to y'all again very, very soon.